I think we're going to start just by connecting. So everyone, just wherever you are, just try to get comfortable and feel yourself in your body. Take a nice deep breath into that magnetic connection with gravity. And just really feel yourself sinking into this moment, right here, right now. And let's just tune into that energy of those of us sitting in our own homes and yet connecting with a singular purpose to join together with the intention of awakening, whatever that means to you. So let's start with the miracle in 3 breaths. For the miracle in 3 breaths, we're going to exhale all the breath, and the first breath is just breathing into your magnetic connection with gravity and Mother Earth. And then as you exhale, you simply notice how you feel. Next breath, you're drawing in divine intelligence from the crown of your head, letting it fill your body. And as you exhale, you're letting go of everything you don't need, letting gravity pull it all right out of your body. It falls to the very center of the earth where it's burned up and becomes fertilizer. Third breath grows from your heart center as though it's emanating from that inner kingdom of heaven within, expanding through your body. And then we exhale, making a soft hum sound. And then just take a moment to notice how you feel. And that noticing is oh so important, because that's what this breath is designed to do. Get us out of the head, out of that what went wrong yesterday, what we got to fix for the future, whatever negativity we're projecting or fears that are coming up, and it gets us in the here and now moment. And the majority of the time, the here and now moment is a safe place where all our needs are being filled. There's really nothing urgent pressing on us. And it really gets us back to that truth. And from that place, after you notice how you feel, you ask yourself, what's next? And of course, what's next for this call, I think, is a little bit of introduction. I mean, you all know me, but I'm going to share a little bit about who I am, sort of where I came from, and what brought me to this moment right here on this call. I came from my own story, as many of us, as all of us did. We've got our own stuff that we carry around and identify with, our story. Mine includes sexual abuse as a child, divorce, a lot of trauma and drama, and yet within that, some really wonderful, amazing connections as a child with nature, a love of animals, wonderful close friendships throughout my life. Very early on in my late teens, I guess it was about 18 when I first came in contact with yoga through a TV program that I found on PBS late at night, Richard Hittleman's Yoga, and he would walk me through some simple breathing and movement exercise that I found very quickly gave me this sense of peace and well-being. And for me, where I was at that point in my life, that was real important to get grounded in my body, because I spent so much of my time not in my body because of the sexual abuse and the stuff that happened as a child. And after I moved to New York when I was 25 to become a singer, dancer, actor, playwright, yoga became very important to me. I found that the techniques I'd learned through Richard Hittleman, simple breathing techniques, simple postures, were very important to get me grounded in my body. And another thing that I learned that was very powerful for me through my yoga connection and self-hypnosis, and how to basically begin to give yourself positive affirmations about what you wanted to create and begin that process of creative visualization. And I began using those in conjunction with my yoga after I moved to New York to help facilitate my acting career. It helped me to get an agent, to book some commercials, to begin working as an actor, to put my cabaret shows together and do some successful cabaret acts throughout the city. It helped me write the plays that I wrote. So creative visualization and my yoga were very important for me. And then in the late 80s, when I sort of moved away from yoga, I used the techniques but wasn't really actively pursuing it. It kind of fell into my lap. Someone asked me if I wanted to join them at the Westside YMCA for their yoga class. They had a free guest pass, and I went, loved the class, and joined the YMCA. And a year later, the fellow who taught the class, at that point it was before the yoga revolution, which now any gym has at least 10 or 15 different teachers and maybe 20 or 30 classes a week. The Westside Y at that point had 3 classes a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all taught by Gene Jones. And I used to go to every class, 3 times a week. And after I'd been studying for about a year, he had me stay after the class and said, Y wants to add new classes. Would you like to teach? And I had never thought of teaching yoga. I loved to take the class, but I was pursuing my, I was going to be a star. And but I had also been affirming, using my positive affirmations, that I was looking for another source of income, something that I would enjoy doing that would bring in more money. And so when he asked me, I thought, aha, this is what I've been asking for, and I'd learned to say yes when opportunities came. And that was really the start of me really recognizing that I had a gift. And I began to develop my own style of teaching yoga. Before I knew it, I was doing seminars, inviting people to join me for 5 or 6 or 7 weeks for a series where we would focus on what we wanted to create using the techniques and tools. We did some retreats in Mexico. I did a couple of retreats in Puerto Rico. And then went out to take care of my mother in Southern California because she had a slow-growing cancer which was beginning to grow faster. And she needed someone to be out there, and I really tuned in and realized it was not my next path in life to go out and be with my mom. It was a chance for us to heal our relationship, and I also realized I had the tool for her, and it was an amazing growth experience. And after she passed, I went back into yoga in a new way and developed the energetic bodywork technique that I've been doing with clients for the past 4 years, Karsten Energy Alignment. And that has morphed since I moved to San Francisco into much more what I'm calling Love Life Coaching. My website is Carson Spencer's Love Life Yoga. And it really is using all my tools from yoga and from my own journey to really help clients balance all parts of their lives, not just their bodies, but mind, body, and spirit, really to create the things that they want. And that's what this call is about, and that's what a little bit later I'm going to share with you, the program that I've developed that I'm very excited about. And also, since you've all worked with me, if you'd like to share, it'll be real helpful for me to hear from you.
After working with Cardi and becoming more in touch with my emotions and being able to talk to him about the deeper things also that I've experienced, I feel like I'm becoming whole. I feel like I have less of the need to escape, and a lot of that richness that I experience in meditation it's coming forward to the surface. But I also feel that it's Cardi's vibration. One person may be a healer for someone, but not another person. But I just feel like Cardi, his vibration is what my vibration needed to bring the best forward in me. I feel like I'm opening up more and more, and that he reinforces, he enhances the best that's within me. Anyways, I feel like I'm more happy and more at peace and more excited about what life is going to bring, because I have a whole different outlook, one more hopeful, one more positive. Thank you, Cardi.
There, I had muted myself. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for sharing. And just to find out if there's anything specific that you were hoping to get out of the call tonight.
I feel like I've made so much progress with you, and my writing has a lot of is part of my healing, and we go over that when we meet.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like there's so much healing in that. I'm not sure what I want from this telephoning, but I'm certainly open if there's more in life that I can get from it.
Very good, and we're going to do some processes in a minute that will really hopefully help everyone to kind of crystallize what are some of those dreams that maybe haven't manifested yet, that they're really ready to maybe pull out of the closet now and see if we can put a little water on those seeds and allow them to sprout in the coming year.
From the day I first met you at church, I just have felt really connected to you, and I feel safe with you, and I feel seen with you, and when working with you, it's like I just really feel like I get into my body and I'm grounded and safe. And I just wanted to take this opportunity for growth.
Thank you for sharing. And is there anything specific that comes up right now that you would like to receive from this call?
For me, it's to wake up. I want to wake up each day feeling inspired and passionate about life. I want from this call.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Me too. Me too. And let me just say that just because I teach this stuff does not mean I figured it all out. All the stuff that's been shared so far, I still have days when I experience that. I experience the alienation, and I also know that I do have tools. I don't always use the tools. I'm great at giving them to my clients, but it's also really, that's the gift of my clients, is they remind me. As I tell them, it reminds me, hey, I know how to do this, and I haven't been doing it. It really is a great reminder. And that's the other reason why I'm excited about this 7-week series, which I'm going to share more about towards the end of the call, is because even with the people who have shown up on the call tonight, these are the people that I want to work with. These are the people that when I'm working with them, they inspire the best in me. And some of the downloads I've been getting, especially this past week, and I'm kind of glad that the original call, the timing wasn't right and it didn't really happen, so that postponement, which, always when I look at life, and I do, this is part of what I teach, that life is always showing up with exactly what we need. And it's that ego mind that always keeps saying, oh, this isn't it, or there's something wrong with me, or there's something wrong with this, that doesn't allow us to see that it's always all right here in front of us, everything we need to make the journey a joyful process. Because no matter what, we've always got goals, and we're going to talk about some goals later about how to move forward and how to tune into that inner guidance so we can make our moving forward to creating those goals a joyful experience. But the truth is, it really is about the journey. It really is about waking up each day excited about the day and excited about the journey.
And I kind of consider you like a love myself coach, just getting more in touch with loving myself and being really present with myself, especially when it comes to like dating, which I've pursued like a little bit, but also really being honest with myself, how to be available to myself so I can be available to what I want to flow into my life. And I'm really coming out of like a lifetime of kind of depressive energy, and also really understanding my sensitivity and the work that I've done with you is just that's like a part of one of the facets of, like, I guess, being a diamond in the rough that I'm carving.
Thank you for sharing about the work that we're doing together and the idea of loving yourself, because you did come to me with the idea of working on relationships and opening yourself to that love in your life. And the truth is, all relationships are really about that relationship with ourselves. And I've seen such, even just since October, really such wonderful growth and awareness and acceptance in you, and that's been really a joy for me. Okay, so we're going to move now into the Miracle in 3 Breaths one more time, and I'm going to do this through the call. I know you've all done it before, but I just want to help you get it in your bones and just remind all of you that it's a powerful technique. And as I say it, I'm reminding myself too, because those weeks or days that I really remember to do it and make myself do it regularly, boy, does my life show up differently. Boy, is it so much easier to turn off that negative feedback and tune into that place where, hey, everything is happening okay. Being open to what shows up and really enjoying the day. So once again, we always start by our connection with gravity and the breath. And let me just say that barring even doing the Miracle in 3 Breaths, because even though it's so simple, it only takes 3 breaths, there are times where we just need something even quicker, and to simply connect with gravity and breathe into it very quickly, especially if you're doing the Miracle in 3 regularly, you'll find that just connecting with gravity and taking a deep breath can take you back to that place. And I think it's Eckhart Tolle that talks about, does the power of now, and he talks about it's not how long we stay in that awakened state. And let me just say that awakening, it's this big sort of magic word in a lot of the new thought these days. We're all looking for awakening, and the awakening is what Buddha and the Christ were able to move to. And we all have had moments of awakening. It just simply is being grounded, present in the here and now. The mental chatter has stopped, and all of our parts are available. It's those aha moments when we feel really connected with life. We feel in our hearts. We feel love flowing through us. It's one of the reasons why being in love, and everyone wants that relationship, is because we connect with someone where the vibration matches, and we're actually able to feel our own love radiating back to us. It's really not the other person. I mean, it's partly there's an energy match there, but the energy is coming from us, and there's a free flow of that energy back and forth. So that's what awakening is. And Eckhart Tolle says it's not how long we stay in that state, it's how often we go there. And as we continue to discover techniques that allow us to move into that awakened state, stop the chatter of the mind, move into the body, into the here and now moment, and feel that sense of peace, of calm, of bliss sometimes. The more we can go to that state and practice drawing it in, the deeper that state gets and the quicker we can go there. And the best times to remember to do the Miracle in 3 or any technique that helps to ground you is those times when we're really feeling stressed out, we're really feeling disconnected. And of course, the catch-22 there is those are the times that we don't think about it. So I'm just going to plant that little seed in you right now to practice that during the week, to practice when you're feeling disconnected, even if you don't think you have time to do the Miracle in 3 breaths, stop, connect with gravity, take a deep breath, and just notice what it feels like for your body to invite that consciousness into the here and now moment. And that's what happens when we breathe. When we really consciously feel our body taking a breath, all our different energy centers balance.